Welcome back to the channel. This game continues the Plovdiv tournament that Nigel was playing in. This is the round 6 game, and his opponent was Kiril Georgiev, a, a Bulgarian grandmaster. The game started as a raw López, and the exchange variation. And this is actually the Bronstein variation with the queen on d6. And Black tries to clamp down on the d4 square. And again, the fight is for the d4 square. Nigel gives up the bishop for the knight, which is a good decision. It doubles the pawns on the b file. And allows him to exert pressure down the d file. You could have played queen to e6 and queenside castles. Queen to e6 obviously hitting the b3 pawn. Which he now does in this move. But white does get the d4 break in. Multiple trades on the d4 square. And here white offers the exchange of queens and indirectly forces black to not kingside castle, because if he chooses not to trade the queens, he has to play king to f7, which he does. Slightly loosening, but the e-pawn had to be defended. And Nigel just prepares to double the rooks on the d file. And this move is actually a mistake. It wasn't punished in the game. Nigel played the natural to c6, but a better move would have been b5, where the queen has to run, and then c6. And now the b pawn's loose. You can throw in a check and hit the bishop. But after everything's said and done, the b pawn's going to fall, and black has a very nice position, probably winning position, with a big queenside majority on the of pawns. But Nigel played c6 to kick the rook. And some more manoeuvring. And black gets a rook to the third rank. This indirectly obviously threatens e takes f6. So it really forces the trade of queens. And the bishop moving from the c3 square allows black to get the check on d2 in. And after the trade of rooks, rook to e8, pinning the bishop. But this position is slightly better for black in the fact that he's slightly more active. More pieces are traded, and black king blockades the e pawn, which is obviously seen as a weakness as it's isolated. And black grabs the open file. He could have grabbed the d file as well. And defends the g pawn. And here white decides to give up the pawn because he can't be saved. Rook to e3 would have been a nasty move to have to play. Rook to f4, harassing the queenside pawns. And black would have been much better. And this is probably the most fatal move of the game. This is a blunder because white doesn't see black's next move, which is king to d4, which is totally winning. The end game, the pawns come off, but the c pawn is going to drop. And now black's two pass pawns to the good of the queen side. And it's just a matter of technique now. Getting the king over to help sort out the king side. And the pawns to continue to keep rolling. Black prepared to give up one of the pawns for the pawn on the h file. Now he has two pawns on either side of the ball, which makes it even more difficult for white to defend. Obviously, he can't take c4 because the rooks will be traded and the pawn will promote. White throws a few token checks in. But after king to e3, Georgiev decided that was enough. There's no way he's going to be able to stop both the pawns. And quite a smooth victory for Nigel. Maybe one mistake in the endgame cost white in an otherwise fairly even position. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and I'll be back with some more videos soon. Bye for now.